been doing a little bit of work on the Forrest build. Again, as I said before with this, the goal of the thing is to have a thing where you can place down a single one of these as many times as you want, different locations, have this character walk around, better chop down the trees, gather the wood, and make blueprints. Now, the blueprints it's going to be like ideally a cyclable system. So you could have, in theory, 5 different blueprints. Choose one of them to place it down, build it. But at this current moment, there's just the one blueprint. And the final one's only probably going to have 1 or 2 blueprints. But if you know what you're doing, you should be able to add your own blueprints. It still has the double collect bug. I've completely reworked the collection system to try and avoid that. And it still I've not had it happen once. So I'll jump in and give you a quick look at it. So the tree models hasn't changed, the rock model hasn't changed, the berries haven't changed. All the layout has not changed. The puppet now is a sculpt that has it's template style things. So it's got hair. The face isn't meant to be an actual, like, a proper face. It's meant to represent a face because it's for you to build upon. Rocks still don't do anything. Still humming and hurrying what to do with them. Berries, you walk up to them, press square. That has not changed. To eat it, triangle. If you have berries on you, they will regrow. The trees, walk up to it, press right trigger. It chops down. You need to get 4 logs to try and compensate for the loss of things. But as I walk up to it, I can go collect. Let's place a blueprint over here somewhere. There's one there. Place. If that situation, it was pretty good. I've been running around picking up, dropping, running around picking up, and it's happened once, the double pickup bug. So it is better. I place them right on top of each other. Pick it up. Oh, that one instantly done that. So it is better, but it still happens. It's actually frustrating the living shit out of me. Because I'm trying, as I was saying, I was trying to keep it relatively simple, but it's a little bit more complicated now. Because each log is determining the pickup, not the puppet. So when you spawn a log, so when you chop down a tree, it's 4 logs. Those logs are now looking for the puppet, and if the puppet is within range, it goes, okay, I can be picked up. And then when you hit the button, you can pick up. Now, the pickup range is where the chip is. So I've got to adjust all that. So it's not at its feet. It's not where you're standing. It's kind of where the rock is in respect to the way the puppet is. So you've got to walk to kind of like there, and you can pick it up. The little number off to the left, the little black one you can just see there, that is a laser sight. It's helping me determine how close I am to stuff. But if I come to these two, these are pretty close. If I go like that, see, it didn't happen. So if I try again, get it nice and close. Okay, I've got to try and figure out a way I can get this puppet to rotate easier too. Okay, that's nice and close. See what I mean? Like how much better it is. They are really close. There you go. It just happened. So it still happens, but it's not as bad. I'm gonna bulk up those legs. Those legs look weird. So you will still lose the occasional log, and that's the reason why I make the trees drop 4 now. It makes sense anyway, because you've got the main trunk, and then you've got that little offshoot. So if you chopped it down, you'd get roughly 4 logs worth of stuff. I'm going to try and make it so that the collection spot is more noticeable, but without being in your face, and have it adjustable. So that when you walk up to something, you can, I don't know, left trigger and have it zoom out as you pull the left trigger to reach out further, or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but make it so that there's a marker saying this is where the pickup zone is going to be. So you can walk up, place that there, and then stand here and pull the left trigger to adjust it away from the puppet. Have it standard at its feet, and then as you pull the trigger, have it slightly further away, sort of like a reach function. I'm going to have to chop down another tree. See, I also made it 4 per log, so when you look at the thing, it's 7 logs and 5 planks. For 1 log, I've gone 5 planks. So in actual fact, that's 8 logs. So that's 2 trees. It should be exactly 2 trees now, if you don't get the double collect log. The collecting and not collecting at the same time shouldn't happen anymore. That I'm pretty sure I've fixed using this new system. You can only drop 10 logs now because of the new system. So when I've got the double again, there you go. I just lost another log. So when you drop that, you can have 10 of them. The chopping down, you can have as many as you like. But these, when you place them down, there's 10 of them. That's to try and reduce any sort of lag and all that. Should get to like 95? 96. Food still does 25 of the hunger. I haven't put the penalty in it for the starving yet. The whole shelter gonna heal you. I think that's where I'm just gonna be when you're standing near it. It's gonna heal you. But I'll do that when I hit the 1.0. There'll be no more number. It'll be just the complete version. I'll still put add stuff to it. Like I'm gonna add the whole like the reach to grab and stuff like that before I get to 1.0 hopefully. But the whole extra blueprints or something like that, I'll add that afterwards. It's like there's no rush for that. It should be performing a lot better when it comes to the picking up and dropping of logs. But as you saw, I've had it twice now in this one play session. But it seems less, and there it happened again. So maybe I don't know how to do this, man. I need a way for the puppet to say this is the exact log I'm looking at, without going a billion fucking chips in. Oh, the trees regrew. The chip being so complicated in the logs that every time you chop a tree down, it looks on lag. I'm trying to keep the logs really simple. So when you spawn the log in, if we come over to here, because they're actually just spawned ins, and go to view all, and we go to the log. That's all that's in the log. So I'm trying to keep that as simple as possible, and I don't want to have to be putting teleporters and that sort of shit in there. It's like I don't want to have to do that. But if I can't figure out how to fix this double collecting, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm hoping doing the reach function, having a smaller spot maybe, and having a reach function. The only other option I've got, instead of the thing looking for a tag, look for the object, and then that might solve it. But yeah. But it's me remixable, so if you think you can improve on it, if you know more about, because the main reason I'm doing this is because I'm not, when it comes to this section here, boom, boom, all this stuff, I'm not, some people are like way better than I am. I'm more of a sculptor and stuff like that, so this is to hone my skills in that. So if you've got a suggestion that says, and you're like, try this and try that, it's like, I'll give it a whirl. It's starting to get to a point where it's like, okay, it's quite bearable. Like even with the double collects, like you don't have to wait that long for the trees to regrow. Again, it's still random. A 1 in 3 chance. Tree, bush, or rock. I don't know what to do with the rocks. I was going to do a campfire. We go collect the rock and do a campfire. But I'm kind of thinking leave the rock as a full piece and maybe make it so you can sit on it. Walk up and push a button and go. And sit. And then I could add an energy system to the thing so the energy slowly goes down. And maybe if you go to here, when you're near your hut, your shelter, you don't lose any energy. And when you sit on a rock, you can regain some energy. And then whenever you chop a tree down, you burn a little bit extra energy. So as you can see, it's got a 0.464 on the thing. If I walk this way, wow, that must be, yeah, that's detecting the logs that are in the tree. Okay. Of course, I haven't told it whether it's invisible or not. It's just so I can see, like, I'm half a meter from that log. That's not half a meter. See now, 0.3, 0.1. And so I could say, okay, see how it's at 0 now? I know that's roughly the range that it was for picking up. I could... Yeah, I'm thinking the rock be a sit-down spot. Just put a keyframe there so Puppet can sit down. I've got to fix this pickup thing. And that's really all that needs doing, I think. It's still got its flashlight up on D-pad. I didn't label it because when you're pushing the buttons, you'll figure it out. The drop the logs... I can't remember whether the timer on that or not. Before the despawn. I meant to turn it off, but there might still be a timer on them. The hair on the puppet, it's all, you can use it as a guide. Like, as you can see, like the hair is solid on there, so if you look that way, it's like, it looks weird. But resculpt it as you like. It's more of a, so you can make long hair and it actually moves, sculpted to that. I'm not going to be putting any details. I'm not going to be putting wood grain or anything in the thing. If you want to do that yourself, you just got to remember when you do it, only have one tree, and you have to resculpt each log, or copy and paste each log. I could do a tutorial on how to do that. The shelters, again, it's a blueprint over here. Well, if I actually go... Oh yeah, that is the one. So as you place it places more, and then this is... Oh, that is literally like the order it places for that. So if you want to change the blueprint, you change this. So if I... Hang on, I'll quickly show you what I mean. So if I exit, don't save. If we go remix... Let's go all visible, like this. So there's our thing. Just say we want to put, I don't know, a bedroll in there or something like that. We can get turn around and say, okay, let's grab something, sculpt it. Let's grab that and that. Let's say there, and let's say, use your imagination. That's a bedroll. We can place that like that. Go like that. Okay, we've got a bedroll. Make sure it's inside the sculpt, inside the actual thing. If I do that, actually, you know what? Let's see about that. It's like that. Now when I place that, you can see that the bedroll's there. That is why the order of placement is there. So if I now rewind and grab the chip, and I don't want that to show up until it's complete, I can grab this and go, okay, in the visibles, we'll go, actually we'll go not quite complete, so we'll go like that, and we'll make it only collidable when it's that. We can turn the friction up, no density, and ignores gravity. So if I place the blueprint, as you see, there's nothing there. But if I go grab the logs, oh yeah, right shoulder runs if you do need to run. I should say R1. PlayStation people are weirdos. Because you say to them, oh, use your right shoulder, and they go, what's the right shoulder? The shoulder buttons! Okay, grab another tree. Okay, so I need 2 more logs. Then it'll be just before I place the roof on that, it should be the... So when I place this one, it should spawn in the bedroll. There you go, there's the bedroll. So there you go. So that's how you change the blueprints. Now the ghosting part, if you want the ghosting part to change, you're gonna... All I've done was grouped everything together, converted it to a paint, made the paint transparent. That's all I've done. So it's a copy of what you're building. That's how that transparent part's there. But hopefully somebody has a use for this, because it is mainly for practice for me, but I'm hoping it's got some sort of use. I am going to make a game out of it myself. I'll make an island. I'll make a random island with a bunch of trees and berries, and you can go nuts on it. Now these can be moved, so as you can see, you can push it. I think I might make it so that when it hits the ground, it locks into spot. So that once it's placed, it's placed. But you can also use it as like a jumping point. So I might not. So I'm not sure yet. So these are technically, if you have a actually, if I check the imp and have this as a grab, you could pick it up and move it. So yeah, so it's up, it's remixable. I'm still working on it. It's still my head in with this double collect thing though. I've got a couple other ones up. I've got the Phasmophobia style one up. The next thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fix the fact that the Casper has 3, not 2. And I'm also going to make it so that there's only the 1, but make it so that it's clear on where you put a wire from where to where to give extra rooms. And I'll make it so that the rooms would be like a plug and play extra, just so there'd be 1 to start with, and then as you want more, just copy that one and then plug it into a slot, and then you can have, I think it's 12 you can have in the randomizer, so you could have like 12 different haunt spots. Other than that, this is all pretty much done. Yeah, so if I go to remix in here, all this is going to be the 5 ghosts. That's not going to change, I don't think. And what I'm going to do is in here, there's the randomizer here. I'm going to make a set of plugs or something with a detect how many plugged in or something. I don't know yet. Something along the lines of just copy that and then plug a slot, because as it is right now, it's like, which one of these do I plug it in? So I'm going to make it so it's a simple one plug that's labeled clearly, and plugs it here that are labeled clearly. Just get plug, 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 plug. Hopefully it makes it simple and people will use it. The puppet itself, its use of this should in theory, you should be able to copy this chip, place it into whatever puppet you want to use, and it should work without, it won't show this stuff, but the equipment will still work. Of course, it's not actually the light that shows up the thing, it's the fact that the thing sees these tags, That's what causes it. Um, so yeah, I've got a Phasmophobia thing going, and I've got a Forest thing going. Um, so that's all this was about, showing the update on the Forest build. Again, not much interest, but unlike the building one, where I was making it in hopes that people get interested in it, this one here, it should be getting interest. But maybe not enough people are playing Dreams right now. Maybe not enough people are interested in a Forest style building system. Who knows? Hard to say. Maybe people don't want stuff that they add to, or don't want like basic stuff. They want, I don't know, a complete game. But it's like, if I make a complete game, plonk it up there, people are going to go, you know, I'm not going to put hours and hours and effort into something that only going to get 2 thumbs up in. So yeah, I'm out here. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all next time. See you.